The topic, same as last week, is talking about prevention is better than cure. Yes, there's no, substitute to prevention because you can avoid it totally. But in the event that you are already suffering from a certain kind of disease, well, we might just have the product for you. All right. But before we encourage you to research or purchase our product, we want you to fully understand what these products are all about and how they can help you. My name is Dr. James Ong, and I'm here to enlighten you about BioDirect's products. And before I go into the products, I want to quickly talk about what is happening, that is what's happening around the world that's causing us to become sick. I mean, we don't know for sure, a lot of us, but maybe with some insights and information that I provide to you, maybe it will give you a better insight into perhaps even to prevent from deteriorating in terms of your health. Well, first of all, if you look at the leading cause of death or the leading causes of death, high up there, number one is heart and stroke, number two is cancer, and number three, you'll be surprised, is the negligence of medical doctors. Can you imagine? The people that we had, entrusted our lives with, they have, yeah, been proven to be the third leading cause of death. Third. And down the line, you have lung diseases, you have diabetes, and you have many others, all right? So if you want to understand across the globe why people are suffering from these diseases, then it must be the same kind of exposure that everyone has. Doesn't matter if you're from Auckland, Malaysia, Philippines, all the way to Dubai or Vancouver. It doesn't matter because we must be exposed to the same stuff because, well, it's heart and stroke, cancer, right? It's always the same. So, are you ready? Okay. So, I attribute the biggest culprit to what we call vegetable oil. And vegetable oil, they are also known as seed oils. And before the 1900s, they were used as lubricant. Can you imagine? By the way, there's this link tree here in the chat. Please copy and paste it somewhere because there's a lot of information, tons of information. And I don't want to take so much of your time and not to make it so boring. So this meeting is going to be around 50 minutes and there's only so much I can cover. But what I'm going to talk about is especially like seed oils. You can find it in the link tree right at the bottom. And these vegetable oils, seed oils, like canola oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, and so many others, they are actually lubricant. And in the early 1900s, they were introduced and they were endorsed by the American Heart Association. Can you imagine? Since 1961, the American Heart Association actually endorses these oils. And to endorse these oils, the American Heart Association went on to tell us don't take so much animal fats. So they are telling us don't take animal fats, which is saturated fatty acids, and go and take the unsaturated fatty acids, which is the vegetable oil. Guys, if this is true, right? If this is supposed to cut down on heart diseases, why is heart disease number one? Despite what they are telling us, that means something is wrong, isn't it? So recent science and evidence seems to be pointing to the fact that everything that they ask us not to do, we should do. And everything that they ask us to do, we should not do. So it's the opposite. All right. And yeah, you can research into it, guys. So actually, all these animal fats are good. They're safe. Our brain is 80% fat. Okay. And the worst thing is they frighten us with their cholesterol tests and everything that goes with it. And then the statin drugs that they introduce us to consume. if we pass a certain level of cholesterol, actually cholesterol is good, it's nothing wrong with it. And they make lots of money by selling the statin drugs. And now there's a lot of science that shows that statin drugs are not good for us. Anyway, we can go on and on and on, and yeah, I'll be then deemed to be attacking the big pharma, but I don't want to sound that way. You can research on your own, all right? So what it is all about at the end of the day is a business. It's a huge business. As they say, if you want to find the culprit, follow the money, right? And it will lead you to the culprit. So you can go find your culprit by following the money. And all these vegetable oils, well, you have companies like Procter and Gamble and the likes of it. They have invested a lot of money. They have also, um, yeah, some say that they even one of the pioneers of the American Heart Association from Procter and Gamble founder. So all these conspiracy theory and everything, well, it leads to one thing. Now people eat a lot of vegetable oil. If you go to the Philippines, you see a lot of canola oil. Of course, Malaysia is palm oil, and it goes on, all right? So a lot of these so-called vegetable oils, and they're not even vegetables, they're seeds, like canola oil is from rapeseed from Canada. And how can they call it as vegetable oil? Well, from a marketing perspective, it sounds better, right? It sounds clean, it sounds healthy, and that's why they call it vegetable oil. So what's vegetable oil is pretty bad, all right? And please go through the link tree and you can see, or maybe I'll show you, all right? I'll show you where to find in the link tree so that you can go and research yourself. And I've done loads of it. So this is right at the bottom, right at the bottom. There you go. Vegetable oil, part one, part two, part three. And I even recommend to you which cooking oil to use. And it doesn't end there, guys. There's also genetically modified food. You know what they are? Well, this type of herbicide called glyphosate, it kills everything, including the plant. So they have to modify the plants. That's why they're called GMO plants or biologically engineered plants to withstand the glyphosate, okay, and kill everything else. So it can still grow as a crop like soybean and wheat and so many others. So these are all GMO crops, and they found their way into our soy-based product, our flour, corn flour for you. So many cooking and bread and wheat and everything, right? It's all GMO. So guess what? If the plant can survive the glyphosate, then where do you think the glyphosate went? It went into the plant. Wow. And we are consuming. That's another thing. So the herbicides, the GMO, they're also killing us. Now, that's not all. What about the other pesticides? You know, here in the Philippines, there's this place called Baguio. They have a lot of vegetables. In Malaysia, they have a place called Cameron Highlands. They have a lot of vegetables. These farmers, the ones that they sell in the wholesaler or marketplace, they don't eat themselves. They have a separate patch, which is organic. So all the chemicals that they dump onto the ones that they sell commercially, the ones that they eat for their own family, they are totally different. Why? Because they are toxic. Okay? I don't have to go into that. You probably know already. Then there's this thing called plastic. Almost everything today is wrapped in plastic, isn't it? And your food, the grocer, the meat, everything, vegetables, everything is wrapped in plastic. And then we go home, we wash them, we rinse them, and then we put it into plastic containers, and then we dump it into the refrigerator, thinking that it's safe. Guys, it's not just the bottled water that is exposed to the sunlight that can leach the microplastic. Even the ones that are cold or put in the refrigerator that you thaw it, it also has microplastic. That's why microplastics is in our system. And for some reason, it gets stored in our brain. Okay. So a lot of us in our brain, we have about 1 teaspoon of microplastic. Isn't that scary? No wonder ADHD is on the rise. Um, you know, all this autism on the rise for children. And for old people, what do you have? Dementia and Parkinson. Am I right? These are brain problem, right? So there you go. That's another part of it, microplastic. And as if that is not enough, the polyesters and the nylon and so many other, all these are plastic-based petrochemical products. They found themselves into our system because we expose ourselves to them. Okay. What else? Well, there's a lot going on, but guys, that's why our body is designed to heal itself. Every organ in our body, all the cells in our body, our cells, what a cell sounds like, battery cells, right? So these cells, they are supposed to be able to recharge itself and then detox and heal your body. But imagine the amount of toxins that you dump into your body every day. Every day. Do you agree with me every day? Do you take vegetable oil every day? Do you go to eat restaurants? Can you go to the fast food restaurant and say, hey, don't use vegetable oil and use coconut oil or something safer? Nah, they're going to use the cheapest oil. Am I right? Okay. Can you go to the restaurants out there and say, hey, use organic vegetables? No, they're also going to use the ones that look the best and the cheapest to buy for them anyway. Am I right? So, guys, as long as you eat outside or you buy from the marketplace, which is all these chemicals are in it, you are exposed to it every day. So now I think you get the hint why we are all sick. Doesn't matter if you're from New Zealand, Canada, Africa, Middle East, Malaysia, Philippines, doesn't matter. Because guys, we all eat same food everywhere. That's why heart disease, stroke, cancer, everything is almost the same. Now, science is so good. Now, even with AI, why don't they do something about it? Why don't they heal us? Guys, you think they don't have the technology? Why don't they heal us? Give you an example. When you have cancer, can you Google and find any medical device that can heal or cure cancer? Because if there is, they will not approve it. The FDA of all the countries is as if they are all working together. Okay, I'm into conspiracy theory here. They only believe in all these chemotherapy, radiotherapy, blah, 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 right? Anything that sells their drugs. Okay? Anything that can heal is not good business. And anything that is not good business will never be approved. You can agree and disagree with me. That's okay. It's just my opinion to you. All right. So when you have a Dr. James Ong who comes on this platform and tell you that we have a medical device that can heal a lot of your diseases. For example, diabetic. Is there a cure for it? No, but this thing can. What about stroke patient? Can they walk again? Can they, this thing can help. Scientifically proven as well. Everything that I talk to you is now scientifically proven as well. And by the way, this is a medical device. It's electroacupuncture. So electroacupuncture is derived from the word acupuncture. And acupuncture is with needles, right? But I know a lot of people don't like that because they don't like needles. But hey, our product is from Taiwan and you don't have any needles. Look, it's roundish. You just have to touch your skin and it's able to report to you what is the condition of your organs. All right. How do they do that? Well, look at this chart. This is the acupuncture points. And it's all over your body from head to toe. But we are just using the hand because the hand contains almost all your organs. Okay. So when you connect this to the device, and then you touch your heart, and then you feel a strong sensation, means there is a blockage. If you only feel a vibration, means there is a mild blockage. If you don't feel anything at all, means it's totally clear. You don't have that problem for that particular organ. Isn't that amazing? Right? So it's not only your heart, it's your gallbladder, your liver, your kidneys, your diabetic point, your constipation point, your cholesterol point, your eyes, your hands, your legs, your wow, it's everything, guys. From sciatica to cervical spine to I can go on, all right? Now, prevention is better than cure. So this device can diagnose and it can warn you even at an early stage. Remember what I said, if you feel vibration, means there is a onset problem. It's not so severe. But if you touch it and there is a sharper sensation of grounding, then there is already a chronic disease, which you probably know already anyway. So what if it is? Can it be healed? Oh, yeah. All you need to do is just to unblock it. So you apply on those points that hurts you, right? And then after using it, several treatment, you find that the pain will become lesser and lesser and lesser. And by the way, you can increase from level 1 to level 15. So as you're able to increase the level, means you're putting more current through, you are healing. Okay. Otherwise, you're unable to increase the level because it will hurt you too much. All right. So this is what it is. And this is an amazing product with FDA from more than 10 countries. Yeah. You know, medical device FDA is not so easy to get because you need to go through clinical trial, doctors, endorsement, hospital, and then you submit to FDA. It needs to be scrutinized, review, and there's a lot of cost, a lot of time, a lot of work. This amazing product has the US FDA approval as a medical device. Amazing. After 6.5 years and almost 2 million US dollars. It got approved in 2006. Yeah. It's almost 20 years ago that it got approved. So guys, it's proven in tested. It's proven when I show you all the testimonies because there is a saying, to see is to believe, okay? And let me now dwell on the scientific evidence, okay? Because it's very important that you know that it works. Well, look at this. Electroacupuncture, okay? Let me just turn it on. Electroacupuncture promotes central nervous system dependent release of mesenchymal stem cells. It means by using electroacupuncture, it can promote the release of your own mesenchymal stem cells. Wow. You know what stem cells can do? It can repair your damaged cells, isn't it? So it's amazing. You don't have to go for the expensive medical treatment for stem cells, which is very expensive. Here, this small little tiny machine can do the same thing for you. Then secondly, nature.com. Electroacupuncture activates neurons to switch off inflammation. Guys, we are all totally inflamed because we have so much toxins inside our body every day. Just now, I didn't even talk about the pollutants out there. And there are so many other things that I haven't even talked about. I only scratched the surface and give you a few examples. And already it is too much, right? And one fine day, your body is just going to say, I surrender. And you're going to drop and then, right? It's not a nice thing to say, but it does happen. All right, it's not a nice thing, but it does happen. On you can when I finish, you can there'll be a time for you to ask. All right, not now, not while I'm presenting. Thank you. So this is quite amazing because it can also switch off the inflammation in your body. So when it switches off, that means when you have inflammation, the most severe problem is pain, isn't it? So for pain management, right? Whether it's a gout, arthritis, and whatever knee pain or sciatica pain, it's because of inflammation. So when the inflammation is switched off, the pain disappears. Wow, that is a big help to a lot of people. That's a big help. Moving on. Okay. Now, this is from a PubMed. Acupuncture enhances generation of nitric oxide. Wow. The people who tested on nitric oxide, they have been awarded the Nobel Prize recently. Okay, so what does nitric oxide do? Well, it will improve your circulatory system. So there are food supplements and, you know, people are now taking a lot of stuff to improve their nitric oxide production. But guess what? Acupuncture can also do the same thing. So when your body's nitric oxide is, coming out more, your circulation is going to be improved as well. Amazing. Now, fourth, acupuncture and its ability to restore and maintain immune homeostasis. This is from PubMed, again, National Institutes of Health, a US government website, whereby our immune system, because of so many toxins and so many whatever, it's gone a little bit haywire. In some cases, the autoimmune system is overreactive. In most cases, it is underperforming. So in acupuncture, it's able to balance. So that's where you have the homeostasis for your immune system. And that is a very, very strong point. Now, there's a lot more, guys. You can Google, you can talk about stroke, you can see hundreds of documents published in the National Institutes of Health just on stroke alone. You can Google about so many other diseases. Nowadays, there's a lot more coming to show that acupuncture actually works. Okay? And by the way, acupuncture is 3,000 years old. For something that is 3,000 years old, guys, even the Western medicine is only less than 200 years old. Something that is 3,000 years old. Which one do you think is better? Okay. But the problem, yeah, it is a problem. The problem is this one, once it unblocks, it heals you. The other one, well, they give you a lot of prescription medicine you take, and then you keep taking. None of the pills in the marketplace actually heal you. They only relieve you of your symptoms. Am I right or am I wrong? I stand to be corrected. There's nothing that can cure you from a pill. All right? And then when the condition becomes so severe, guess what? They will cut you up. If that is not enough, they perform radiation, chemotherapy, whatever, right? So this is bad business from a healing perspective compared to the pharmaceutical drugs, because this one actually heals you. But will it come back again? Well, guys, do you still go to the restaurants? Do you still take all your sugary for your dopamine fix? Do you go for all the toxins that's out there? If you do, of course it's going to come back. But if you have this in your home and you can, take precaution by treating yourself every day. And all of us who have this, we do this all the time, regularly. And of course, we cannot control in a restaurant what they're serving us. And we live in cities and there's a lot of toxins just walking around in the city area. All right, moving on. There's a lot to cover here. So it comes in a box like this. Okay, and disclaimer, for all our products, people with pacemaker cannot use because we are electronic. People, women who are pregnant cannot use, and children below 3 years old cannot use. Okay, so that is the disclaimer. And aside from that, it's okay. Now, this is the chart that I showed you a while ago, and you can see a lot of our acupuncture points are all there, front and back. Okay, now let me just explain what is this acupuncture thing and how it works. Our body has 12 main meridians. And these 12 main meridians are energy pathways, of which all the acupuncture points go through these meridians for certain organs. So, like if you touch here, there's your heart, your liver, your gout, your eye, left eye, right eye, and so on. All right. So, if there is a blockage, then when you touch this thing, right, it doesn't go through the skin, doesn't break your skin, it's roundish. When you touch it, you will feel a sensation. That means there is a blockage. And of course, it is a diagnosis tool as well as it can treat as well. It's both. It can relieve. So this is really an amazing product because not only we can diagnose, we can also diagnose at a very early stage, especially for women, because women, the biggest problem today is breast cancer. So if you look at the thumb and below it, there's this point called breast tumor. All right. And we can diagnose, and my goodness, a lot of women will be, oh, jumpy, because every time I see a woman or I diagnose a woman, I will touch that point. And there's a very high rate of women who will feel a very sharp sensation. That explains why breast cancer is 1 out of 8 women will have breast cancer in America. I don't know about other countries, but that is in America alone. So we can practice prevention by warning them, and they can do something about it at a very early stage. All right. So moving on. Now, the ear clip, right? The ear clips, okay? So this is called transcutaneous auricular vagus nerve stimulator. Big words. Transcutaneous is anything to do with the skin. Auricular is to do with the ears. Vagus nerve stimulator. Why? Why do we need to stimulate our vagus nerve? So these are the ear clips that you just put on your earlobe, and you do it every day. First of all, let me explain what is vagus nerve. Well, because they call it vagus nerve, so it's in it's in singular. It's actually 80,000 nerves. All right, it should be plural. But anyway, let me now just show you. All these are your nerves. Okay, all these are your nerves, and they are huge. All right, it's a big.
Your vagus nerve is the longest cranial nerve in your body, and it runs from the base of your brainstem all the way down into your stomach.
Okay, and it regulates your heartbeat, your digestion, your autonomic nervous system, which is where you don't need conscious effort to move a certain organ, like your breathing and your memory and everything, recall. All these things, you don't have to exert anything, it will automatically do it. Okay. So that's where the vagus nerve comes in. So very important. It regulates not only let me just document, yeah. So you can see it regulates your heart rate, this WebMD, your taste, your speech, your skin sensation, your muscle sensation, immune response, respiratory rate, blood pressure, mucus production, saliva production, digestion, frequency, urinary mood, and etc. etc. Right? And the symptoms are amazing. So many, so many symptoms. And guess what? You can go to any hospital and they don't have any tool to diagnose nerve problem. They have MRI, ultrasound, X-ray, CT scan, ECG, EEG, whatever, but they don't have anything for nerves. So if they don't have anything for nerves, how can they treat your nerves? So if you go there with a rapid heartbeat, they will do a CT scan or they will do angiogram or whatever, right? But they won't say there is something wrong with your nerves. Okay. And the sad thing also is because the symptoms are so many, as I can show you here. Look at the symptoms: acid reflux, abdominal pain, bloating, lack of a gag reflex, difficulty swallowing, dizziness, fainting, hoarse voice, wheezing, unexplained weight loss, loss of appetite, feeling full after eating very little food, nausea, vomiting, chronic mood issues or disorders, even Alzheimer's. Even Alzheimer's, guys. When you have so many symptoms, and you know what? The Western medicine is department by department. You go to cardio, it's cardio. You cannot, yeah. So it's very costly, very, very costly, isn't it? All right. Now, so this vagus nerve, it contributes to dysautonomia in COVID-19. So the COVID virus has actually damaged the vagus nerve. Just a moment. Yeah, it's a rainy season in the Philippines, and I play golf, and sometimes I get caught in the rain. Anyway, so this COVID virus has actually damaged our vagus nerve. Another thing that also probably damaged our vagus nerve is how many of you had this injection during the pandemic? Do you think it has affected your vagus nerve? You answer, not me, all right? How many people who had the vaccine suddenly have rapid heartbeat or have brain fog or digestive problem and many other problems? I think you know the answer. So that's why we need to stimulate our vagus nerve. Okay. Now, moving on. This is a company from Taiwan, and they have 3 factories in Taichung. 3 factories. It was established in 1999. Okay. 1999. And in Taiwan, they have a medical license for the product, medical device, in China as well. In the United States, as I mentioned, took them 6.5 years. They got it in 2006. And $2 million. Korea. The good thing about USA, if you have the US FDA, then the other countries are easy. Korea, medical device, Japan. And then we have the ISO 13485. ISO have many different categories. 13485 is for medical devices, and we have that. And Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, Russia, Australia, Germany. All right. So it's truly time tested in terms of certification. Everything is there. Now, I want to just highlight to you, but I won't go through with you. Please copy the link tree that I have put in the chat. Please copy and put it somewhere. All right. And then watch it later on if you want. Now, this is what you can see that I have personally interviewed many, many people. There you go. Aculife iDoc testimonies. From liver cancer, liver function tests became normal. Breast cancer stage 4, totally undetected. There's no more cancer. Prostate cancer stage 4, totally undetected. No more cancer. Cancer patient with unbearable, used to take morphine, no more. Tinnitus, no more. Glaucoma, cataract, CKD, successful pregnancy. The husband treated the prostate and the wife treated the uterus. Uterine fibroids, can walk properly, no more pain. Tonsillitis gone in 30 minutes. Parkinson's disease, trigger finger, cataract. Sense of smell came back after almost 40 years. She lost the sense of smell. Herniated disc, pinched nerve, pain, can hardly, stand upright. Everything gone in just one session of treatment. Neuropathy, and yeah, and this goes on, bipolar and heart attack and blurry eyes and so many, diabetes and so on. All right, so guys, I leave it to you. To see is to believe. So I've shown you the product is medical device certification in so many countries. I've shared with you the scientific part of it. All right, remember the stem cells, the switch off the inflammation and blah blah blah. And I've also shared with you, which you can copy and paste and watch it yourself and review it yourself. To see is to believe, all the many wonderful stories that is coming out from different countries in the world. And I make sure that I'm the one to interview them, because I don't want people to misrepresent and I don't want them to lie. Because if they lie, it won't be linked, uploaded to my YouTube. Okay? So the whole idea is to share a wonderful product with people who are in need of it, right? Rather than to misrepresent in any way at all. It's not good. All right, so that is amazing. Now, let me just go on and show you. These are the link tree. You can see all these people talking about it. All right, these are their faces. They are all there. So go watch them. Go watch them. Now, this is when they came here, the owner, Mr. Terry Chiang, 64 years old, and his son. There's a medical mission in Manila, Santa Mesa, Chuchi Hospital. Very down to earth people. Very down to earth. Just loving it, helping people. And Mr. Terry Chiang is also the president of the Acupuncture Association in Taiwan. Knowing, believing, walk the talk kind of people, very down to earth. And I believe their company has qualified for NASDAQ listing this year, just waiting for the right time. Because now the economy, the tariff, and the war and everything is not the right time to go for public listing. Would you agree? All right. So, but they have qualified for NASDAQ listing. So, moving on. This is another amazing product from the same company, same factory in Taichung, Taiwan, called the D178. I don't know why they call it D178. Don't ask me why, but it's Aculife iDoc, which is this one, and Aculife D178. So, what does this D178 do? Let me just show you. When you unbox it, this is how it looks like. When you assemble it, this is how it looks like. So two people can enjoy, right? The guy puts his feet on the machine and the lady sat on the mat connected to the machine. So both these people will enjoy the use of the machine. What is it that they are enjoying? Well, have you all heard of grounding? Let me show you grounding. I have a grounding video, which I took from TikTok. Right? So what is grounding? Well, this is grounding. Let me share with you. Okay, there you go. Okay, hope you enjoy this. This is grounding.
You see that? So that's on the concrete, it ain't producing nothing. Hold it in your hand. No, hold the silver part. You see that? Nothing. Stand in the grass. Stand in the grass. Go in the grass some more. Immediately. That's what grounding gets you. A recharge. That is crazy. Come back on the concrete. Nothing.
Well, are you convinced yet about grounding? Grounding is like recharging your cells, your body. Okay? But the problem with us in modern day living is we live in the concrete. You saw the concrete, right? There's nothing. So we are living in condominiums and houses all in concrete. And then the other thing is we are wearing rubber shoes. So we are not getting the grounding. So our cells, wow, is going through shockingly so much toxins, is totally inflamed. So our mitochondria is unable to perform efficiently. And when they are not able to perform efficiently, they cannot generate enough millivolts to make your blood pH normal. You can research what I just said, all right? pH normal is 7.35 to 7.45. Okay, now let me share something with you. A lot of people don't know this, but pH is actually, oh, I could have closed it accidentally, but I'll open it again. pH is actually something that can be expressed in millivolts. Okay, pH is in millivolts. Here we go. So this is a website that can convert easily for you. Okay, 7.35. So 7.35 is supposed to be negative 20 millivolts. Okay, negative 20 millivolts. Now, if you look at this chart, alkaline pH 0, millivolts is plus 400. Then neutral 7 pH is 0, and then sorry, not alkaline. The acidic 0 pH is plus 400, and alkaline 14 is negative 400. So in between, you work it out. In between, you work it out. So as I have shown you a while ago here, 7.35 is negative 20, and then if you change it to 7.45, is about 25. So our mitochondria needs to generate enough electricity, negative charge, right, of 20 to 25 millivolts. But it's unable to do that. And that's why for a person whose body is so inflamed, the pH is going to drop to become acidic. And when the pH drops to acidic, tumor starts to form. And when tumor is formed, it's like a placenta. Because God is great, built this body for us, that if something bad, there is a placenta to contain it. But then you see a lump, a tumor, and you go see the doctor, and guess what? They're gonna do a biopsy. When they cut it open to get a sample and do a biopsy, it's spread. All right. So the solution for this D178 is to convert your blood pH back to normal. Yes, they have a brochure that came with the product when you buy it, and that brochure is approved by Taiwan FDA. This product is only registered in Taiwan, and it's more than 10 years now. It has a Taiwan FDA. Every word in Chinese and English in that particular brochure is put on a microscope screen through by the Taiwan FDA. They will not approve anything that they are not convinced. Now, in that brochure, it actually says that it will convert back your blood pH to normal, and it can also treat certain various chronic diseases. Powerful. I'm not interested so much in the chronic diseases because if you can make your blood pH normal, your oxygen level is the highest. The oxygen saturation is the highest when your blood pH is 7.35 to 7.45. How do you know that? Your blood color is bright red. When your blood pH is low, right, it's dark red. Go to YouTube, put in blood ozone therapy. Ozone therapy, all right? It's a blood transfusion, you know, the ozone therapy. The blood will go out, it's dark red, and the blood that comes in after being processed through the oxygenation, right, is bright red. Wow. And it works, isn't it? So this particular machine, what it does is to restore your blood pH. All right, is to restore your blood pH. Let me just continue. Now, in this article by PubMed, above the highlight, local acidification may develop also during acute and chronic inflammation. So it says here, local means your body, local acidification. Acidic becomes acidic with acute and chronic inflammation. Then in 1932, we have Dr. Otto Heinrich Warburg. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for his research on the root cause of cancer. And here, as you can see in the middle, highlight. Cancerous tissues are acidic, whereas healthy tissues are alkaline. 2 paragraphs down. All normal cells have an absolute requirement for oxygen, but cancer cells can live without oxygen. Haha. Deprive a cell, right? Deprive a cell 35% of the oxygen for 48 hours and it may become cancerous. This came from a Nobel Prize awardee in 1932. He found the root cause of cancer because of acidic pH, low oxygen, cancerous. Wow. So this grounding that we have, our ancestors, they probably get grounding, right? That's why cancer, not so much, right? Only in the last 100 odd years, there's a lot of, yeah, by the way, I'm from Malaysia. And Malaysia is one of the few countries in the world that has rubber plantations. So when they invented the rubber, rubber trees, right, with the rubber, okay, that's the problem, because we start insulating ourselves and not grounding. Maybe that's the problem, because I believe this grounding thing is good. So what it does is that I want you to see one video of this machine, how it works, because you will see how the thing will stand. Let me just play this. Hi, enjoying, huh?
I'm enjoying the machine.
We take this opportunity.
Do you feel anything at all?
No.
Totally nothing, huh?
Yeah, no.
But look at the, wow, standing, yeah? See? Oh, amazing.
Tissue standing.
Tissue standing.
That's a positive.
See, negative and positive. Okay. Now, you don't feel any heat at all. On your feet, do you feel any heat?
No heat.
No heat, nothing, huh? How about you, Kai?
No more.
No more, nothing.
We're just sitting in the chair. Nothing happened.
So if I didn't give you this tissue paper, then you will think that this machine is not switched on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing technology?
Very amazing.
Very
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay, these are the wellness centers in Taiwan, and just yeah, there's a few testimonies, but you can watch them as well in the link tree. Go for D178 testimonies, and there are a few cancer testimonies that you can watch yourself. And guys, this is a real breakthrough. But you know what? This device and the other one, when they register with the FDA of their respective countries, they could not even claim that it can cure cancer. They couldn't claim. Because if they did, it will not be registered. Okay, so I have to tell you first. But when I'm promoting it, I say if you have or know of anyone with cancer, you should be using these machines. And the testimonies will confirm that. Those people who listen to me, listen to my seminars, and listen to everything that I say, well, now they are cancer free. All right. So moving on. Update. Share with you. Another wonderful product that we have just pre-launched is a socks. Ta-da! Bioenergy socks. Bioenergy socks. So it has far infrared, it has negative ion, and it's infused into the fabric. It's inside. It's not coated, so you can wash it and wash it and wash it and wash it. All right. So it's really good, soft, really nice. And I just got the delivery just about a week ago, and I just shared with a few people who redeemed, through me. And these people have wonderful testimonies already. Amazing. The knee pain is gone, can sleep better, more energized. This guy goes to the gym, better sleep, knee pain gone. And I'm collecting more testimonies as we go along. All right. So it's only been one week plus, and already we are seeing some very positive results. So that particular product, right, is really affordable, and this is only the beginning of this kind of product. Later, we will also add on the undergarment, the scarf. So with the far infrared negative ion, your circulation is going to improve. And because of the inflammation and the toxins and everything, our circulation is not good. All right. So by using this product to enhance your circulation, a lot of wonderful things is going to happen. So with that, thank you so much. And I pause here for anyone who would like to ask anything related to this topic today. Yes,
Recording stopped.
please unmute yourself.
Jason Ong. I'm from
Yes.
Singapore, and just